Linda and HarperAudio Australia present this unabridged recording of Woman, Missing, written by Sherryl Clark and read by Henny Walters. For Mum and Dad, and librarians everywhere. Chapter 1. Whoop, whoop, whoop. The sound of my runners hitting the road was comforting, as always, like a metronome that sends a signal from feet to brain. Whoop, peace, whoop, calm. I loved these shoes, loved their beat. The rain had cleared, and the streetlights cast orange blurs on the shiny road. I stopped for a moment and inhaled. Wet asphalt, soaked grass on the nature strips, oil and diesel, dog shit, the cheese factory, and the gardenias in the gardens I passed, tiny white ghosts among dark leaves. Nobody but me out at 2 a.m. An occasional car that passed with a swish as I veered onto the footpath, but no one tooted or shouted to harass me, even though it'd be obvious I was a female. I was alone, just the way I liked it. I was headed for the river, where I'd run along the bike path and back up over the bridge, then home, back in my little box. My legs burned, but it felt good. I took it easy down the slope to the river, then sped up a little, wary of the dark shadows under the walls. I could take care of anyone who tried it on, but I'd rather not have to. Up to the bridge, a glance at the dark, smelly water. The entrance to my building was ahead, lobby light out as usual. I stopped at the door, bent over, breathing hard. Sweat dripped off the end of my nose, plopped onto the concrete. It was time to go in and shower, then lie awake for a few hours until it was time to go to my new job. I gritted my teeth and told myself it was going to be fine. I might even enjoy it. Once upon a time, I would have been itching to get to work, to put on my police uniform and get out there on patrol. That time had gone, and I had to get over it. Chapter 2. I stepped out of the creaking lift on the 3rd floor and pushed through the heavy wood and steel door that said PMI, Paul Marshall Investigations. Hey, girlfriend. Gang beamed at me over the top of his massive central computer monitor. His round, red-framed spectacles reflected colours and figures from all 3 screens. First day. Gotta be a bit exciting. I'd met Gang last week, and wondered how a geeky, cheerful Asian computer whiz had ended up in a private investigation firm, rather than some big conglomerate, but I had a feeling this place was actually perfect for him. Hi, Gang. I'm trying to restrain myself. I smiled to take the edge off my sarcasm. His beam faded a tiny bit. You can have that desk over there. He pointed to the one behind me that held a computer and 2 pens. I need to go through the systems with you first, but Paul messaged me to give you a job. I nodded. Maybe starting behind a desk would give me a handle on how this place worked. It wasn't going to be like a suburban police station, that was for sure. Gang set me up with a password and email address, and quickly went through the basic software and search tools I'd be using, then handed me a file. It's a missing person job. This woman has left her husband, apparently, and he did report her missing, but then he told the police she'd run off with someone. Well, that's his story. Story? He shrugged. Police haven't been able to find her, and our clients are her parents. They don't believe the husband. There are 2 kids, and they reckon she would never leave her kids like that. Do I need to talk to them? Get more details? Not yet. Paul did the first interview with them, and the notes are here. We have a process to follow. The checklist is on top. Start with her phone and bank activities, and some other things on the list. There's an electronic version I've emailed you as well. Right. I thumped down on the office chair behind the desk. Paul had warned me I'd be doing a lot of computer work as an investigator, and I was about to find out what that meant. On the screen were links to all the databases and websites PMI used to find out stuff about people. They included the police ones I used to know.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?